Okay, it's Friday the 17th of January. Before we start here, once again, trying to get some votes together to try to at least make the cut for the final vote as a nominee. You can go here to it's the Times Leader. Just Google it, Times Leader Best of the Best 2025, and I'll try to put a link on above us. And then what you do is you just go down the page, and where it says Media, you click that, and then you go down the page and you got to go down to the bottom, pass all that up, and then it says weather coverage, and that's where you will type in Fred Gronowski, Weather Outlook, and then hit nominate, and then you got to fill out your email address or something. It's that simple. Okay, please vote, and again, I'll put the link up in the comments section above the video. Okay, before we get to the snow, which everybody's interested in, we're going to talk about tomorrow. There's a chance of some snow, a little bit of freezing rain up in the Poconos, and then rain for everybody else. But that's not much to worry about. But here it is coming in tomorrow around 8 o'clock in the morning out in the western part of the state. And then you can see it works its way to the center part of the state about 11 o'clock in the morning. There are some flurries, a little bit of maybe freezing rain and sprinkles out in front of it in the eastern part of Pennsylvania. And then you can see this is in the afternoon around 2 o'clock. The higher elevations can probably end up with some snow. The northern part, north of 80, will be snow, and there's a little bit of freezing rain. Down here to the south, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Reading, Allentown, it's just showers and some rain. Could be a couple of heavier downpours in Jersey. But then as we get through the day, this takes you to around 6 o'clock. It's starting to pull away, and basically by 10 o'clock at night, you're just left with a few flurries and showers, and then down south here, and that's about it. Then we got to move on to Sunday. Now, I'm going to try to be as specific as I can at this hour. It's not 100% sure if snow goes further north and west, but I'll show you right now what I think is a good call. If you're going to, this is Sunday morning around 8 o'clock, and you do have some snow breaking out down here, getting close to Philly, out towards Westchester, and you do have some rain to the south and to Dover and down that way in South Jersey. But as we get to around 11 o'clock, you can see it's basically light snow. No more rain to worry about down here in Delaware and South Jersey. But then it'll pick up in intensity as we get into the afternoon. 2 o'clock, just before game time, we have some snow coming down, some freezing rain going through South Jersey, and some rain now further down south. And we go with this idea here. Here is around, let's see, this is around 5 o'clock, snowing pretty good. If you're going to the game down there at this point in time, um, you've got about 5 inches on the ground, so it's going to be an interesting football game down there with all the snow coming down. How much do we end up with? Well, this is my call right now. The higher elevations and down south here, southeastern PA, you're picking up basically 5 to 8 inches in this area here. Here's your sweet spot, and again, it all depends on where the banding sets up. And then as you get into Jersey, less and less, half an inch an inch and a half at the shore. Inland, maybe 30 or 40 miles, you're talking 3 inches or so. And then the closer you get towards Camden and Philadelphia, you start to pick up that 6 inch amounts. Here's what I look at. Now, this is where your -8 line is at. And this is where I always tell you most of the heavier snow would probably fall in here. That's why the Poconos gets a little bit more with what I'm showing you here. And then as you can see, it's basically lower here. So the heavier snow is there. But as you move, this is 2 o'clock. And as you move to the afternoon hours, this is around 5 o'clock. You can see that -8 is over Berks County, Allentown, heading up to northwestern Pennsylvania. And the numbers are beginning to come up closer down here towards Philadelphia. But again, the snow is going to be start to move away. This is around 8 o'clock in the evening, and you can see it's now moved east, just outside of Philadelphia. And at this point in time, you have a little bit of precipitation still falling, but it's pulling away. So unfortunately, that's why South Jersey kind of gets ripped. So once again, your total amount out of this up here is a lot of this is some of it falls tomorrow, some of this is lake. This is basically your storm. If you're west of the valley, you're probably talking 2, 3, 4 inches. If you're east of the valley, you're probably talking 6 inches or more right now. And the same thing with Philly. This can be a bugger to get home with tomorrow night after the game. I'm not sure who's traveling what direction, but if you're heading north and west, good luck trying to get back. It's going to be a pretty good hard trip because the snow is going to be that light, fluffy stuff, and that gets icy. And hopefully, the crews have made at least travel wise. But I think it's going to cause some major traffic jams down here in Philadelphia. 95s, 76, 676, heading out to 476, heading north. It's going to be a bugger. Even heading into Jersey on over the Walt Whitman and Franklin, it's going to be pretty treacherous driving that way. So this is my call right now. I won't bore you with the cold weather next week because we all know it's coming in. I'll deal with that probably on Sunday, the cold temperatures, and I'll try to hone this in tomorrow night. See if there's a change in how much snow we're going to get. Because the only thing that's got me fearful, and this is kind of what all my stuff tells me is going to happen, but the Canadian shows everything being the pattern flattened out, which would cut the snow down in Philadelphia. I don't think this is going to happen. Now, the Canadian's been on the storm all week, better than any of the other models, but the other models have finally caught up to this thing. And again, this is kind of what I think is more apt to happen. And this will be over with. Let's see here if we can narrow this down. We'll take this in. Let's see here if I can make this work. This will be in 3 hour intervals, and you'll see it starting to pull away. This is around 8 o'clock, and then you can see it pull away. So it'll be over before midnight. So you're talking about afternoon and the first part of tomorrow night when the snow hits, and then it clears out. So then that cold air comes back in behind it, and it gets pretty chilly. And you're going to notice ahead of the storm, I'll show you this. Ahead of the storm, as it's coming through, you can see, let's see if we can make this happen here. Let's bring this back. Ahead of the storm on Sunday, this is if you're going to the game. Let's see here. This is early morning. You can see the afternoon. You can see on here, it's in the 20s down here, and Jersey a little bit above freezing down here, especially South Jersey and southern Delaware. But you can see it's in the 20s here during the early afternoon. Teens back here makes me think that that 850 millibar line that I showed you. I think that's where it's going to be right in through here. And that's what leads me to think that as soon as the storm goes by, that cold air rushes in right behind it. So by Monday morning, these are your real field temperatures. This is not, I'm not real field, but this is the bulb temperatures of what it is. And a lot of it's in single digits to low teens. And on your skin, Monday morning, it feels pretty cold. Single digits to 15 below zero, and that's just getting started. The colder air comes in Tuesday, Monday night. Okay, that's your update. That's what we got going on. That's your snow right there that I see right now. Take a closer look at it. You know where you live, and so you can kind of guess where I see it happening. All right, everybody take care. Be safe out there, and I'll put above to where to vote and the Times Leader Best of the Best. Listen, share this with your friends. Share it on your Facebook page. The more people see this and vote, the better for me, because it's a big uphill battle to try to beat some of these network guys up in the Wilkes-Barre Scranton area to try to top them out. So again, I'll put the link, and then when you get there, follow the directions early on in the video. All right, everybody, take care. Be safe.